So one of the more interesting stories in soft drinks this week has been the decline of diet sodas in the US. In US retail, reduced sugar carbonates were down 6% in volume terms, and low calorie in particular was down about 8% this year. This compares with just a 3% decline for the wider carbonates category. So these low calorie variants are actually underperforming the regular full flavor products, at least here in North America. Now, this isn't the case in Western Europe, where low-calorie and non-cola CSD consumption is much lower in per capita terms, and products like Coca-Cola Zero and Pepsi Max have actually demonstrated growth in 2014. And in Latin America as well, we've seen some growth in the lower-calorie segment from a much lower base. Here in the US, though, I think consumers are seeking lower-calorie beverages, but they're also seeking natural and functional beverages as well. Low calorie is only part of the story. There's a real skepticism about artificial sweeteners and coloring agents, particularly in the cola category. And consequently, health-minded consumers are leaving CSDs for categories that satisfy these other needs as well. We saw 11% growth in carbonated bottled water, for example, here in the US last year, and strong growth in functional waters as well. The big brand owners in the industry, the Cokes and the Pepsis, are seeking investments in these new natural sweetener blends, including stevia. We saw Coca-Cola Life and Pepsi True both launched in the US last year. It's too early to tell, I think, whether stevia or natural sweeteners will provide a magic bullet, so to speak, in terms of sweetener innovation. But this, investing in new sweeteners, new natural sweetener ingredients is going to be a big investment point for both Coca-Cola and PepsiCo. I think for younger consumers, attitudes to the CSD category may be shifting from that everyday beverage option to more of an occasional indulgence. And there's a lot less default loyalty to traditional brands, colas in particular, although we've seen some growth in the non-cola category, products like Mountain Dew that aggressively target that millennial segment in the US. So I think that CSD volume growth is still possible in emerging markets, but generally in developed markets, we are seeing the major soft drinks companies growing their portfolios outside of traditional CSD and entering new and emerging categories. The number of major brand launches we've seen this year and last year have been in different categories. Coca-Cola Fairlife Milk, for example, or Pepsi's new range of Lipton Sparkling RTD Tea. I think these products demonstrate the extent to which consumer tastes are changing and forcing brands and their brand owners to diversify their product mix into the wider soft drinks category. So in addition to sweetener innovation and new product development outside of the category, part of the key to revenue growth, at least in these developed markets, is going to be smaller single-serve package sizes and these clever marketing campaigns, which these big brand owners are so good at, such as the Share a Coke campaign last summer. These might represent the best opportunities to revive the CSD revenue growth in the US.